was not born to live a man's life, but be the stuff of future memory. The fellowship was a brief time, a fair time, that cannot be forgotten. And because it will not be forgotten, that fair time may come again. I'm sorry, sorry, I didn't see you there. I was just reading some of my favorite lines from the movie Excalibur. Okay, since you're here and since it's Saturday, why not continue the tradition? I have two movies here, and why not review them? Okay. Okay, the first movie I'll be reviewing, of course, this is 40. Okay, this is a Judd Apatow movie, starring Leslie Mann, of course, and Paul Rudd. And this is sort of a sequel, like it says, to Knocked Up, with the same characters, Pete and Debbie. And this is basically their life with their two daughters. And, and this is 40, of course. They both turned 40. But, of course, Debbie, character played by Leslie Mann, she's, of course, in denial. Of course, she's telling everybody that she's 38 instead of 40. And, Pete, he's coping better with the age thing. But he has his own set of issues. He's running his own independent label, and he's trying to put together this album with Graham Parker. Okay, and he's struggling with it. Trying to sell sell albums and stuff and stay relevant. Okay, and also he's dealing with his father, played by Albert Brooks, who's basically he's a moocher who's basically guilting him all the time to give him money. He's a professional moocher. And then of course you have Debbie, who manages, well, she owns a store, clothing store. She has two employees, one played by Megan Fox and the other one played by Charlotte Yee. And she's losing money, and she thinks one of them is stealing money. Of course, Megan Fox plays a hot young employee who's basically, basically generating all the sales and stuff. Okay, and they also have the issues with their two daughters. Okay, the teenage daughter, of course, is having issues, with growing up. She's, being rebellious. She just had a period and stuff, and she's being rebellious. And then you have the younger daughter, and they argue back and forth. Okay, and now, total disclosure, I didn't see this last year when it came out, but I heard a lot of negative things about it, saying this wasn't funny, it dragged on too long. But I have to say, I really, really enjoyed this movie. I watched it this morning, and it made me laugh. Specifically, I'm going to tell you a few things. I'm not going to spoil too much. I'm just going to tell you a few things that made me laugh. And first of all, Albert Brooks, first and foremost, who plays Pete's father. He's, like I said, a professional moocher, basically mooching off his son, constantly borrowing money from his son, and I thought Albert Brooks had some of the funniest lines ever. And I think Albert Brooks ad-libbed a lot of these lines, because if you look on the behind the scenes, well, there's a feature on the special features here where they have, I guess, a whole run of, I guess, quotes that Albert Brooks did when he was, I guess, having scenes with Paul Rudd. And I guess they took the best parts of it, because you see him rambling on and on constantly in this behind the scenes thing, and it's absolutely hilarious. I think Albert Brooks was absolutely hilarious in that. Then you also have Chris O'Donnell, who plays Pete's friend and I guess business partner in a way. Well, not business partner. I think he works for Pete. Anyway, he's hilarious, basically arguing with Pete, because Pete's trying, to go old school with Graham Parker, with the musician Graham Parker, and he's not listening to everybody that keeps trying to tell him to try to sign somebody young and hip to move records and stuff. But he's kind of old school, and and his character Chris O'Donnell is constantly arguing with him. And I think he had some of the funniest lines as well. And I also, Melissa McCarthy's in it. There she is, right in there. I don't know if you can see that. She's up there in the corner there with Paul Rudd right there in the paint. And she basically plays the mother of a schoolmate of one of the Debbie and Pete's daughter, and who said something bad to her. And basically, the mother, Leslie Mann's Debbie's character, basically threatens him. Okay, so that brings his mother to school, played by Melissa McCarthy, and the exchange in the principal office that she has with the parents, Paul Rudd's character and Leslie Mann's character, is absolutely hilarious. It's funny, and this movie, quite frankly, made me laugh. It did make me laugh, and I know it's long, it's a little long, and I think the teenage actress who played the daughter Maud, who's, well, actually, I think, wait, hold on, I think the the actress who played the daughter was actually Judd Apatow's real life daughter in real life. Yeah, Maud Apatow, who plays Sadie. She was the only. I know a lot of people said she was a horrible actress, and I think she did tend to overact in this movie. But I thought the younger daughter, played by Iris Apatow, Judd, Judd. Well, not Judd. I was gonna say Judd. Yeah, it's Judd, right? Yeah, Judd Apatow's daughter, the daughter that played the young Charlotte. I thought she was quite good, but I agree that Maud Apatow, who played Sadie, tended to overact just a bit much. Okay, but I found the movie funny, and like I said, I even like Megan Fox's character of Desi, who's playing a young hip salesperson who works for Leslie Mann's Debbie's character in her clothing store, who she suspects stealing money from her. She played her part well, and she did quite good. I thought she was actually quite funny. Okay, and of course, sexy as hell. And I really enjoyed This Is 40. I know like I said, a lot of people hate on this movie and say that it was like too long and not funny, but I enjoyed it. I have to say I laughed quite a bit. And also John Lithgow's in this. He plays Leslie Mann, Debbie's character, her father, who's basically she hasn't seen in a long time, who's basically starting his own family. He basically walked out on Debbie when she was a young girl, and so it has a lot of dramatic moments and a lot of arguing in it too, back and forth. But I thought, like I said, Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann had a nice couples chemistry, and you can kind of believe, like I said, they're also having financial problems and stuff, so you get a lot of arguments from there on that. And I found the movie entertaining, and it made me laugh quite a bit, and I liked it. I can honestly say I really liked it. Okay, so that's that. Now the next movie that I reviewed, I watched a little earlier, was called The Raid Redemption. The Raid Redemption, and it basically takes place in Indonesia, and it's basically about a SWAT unit that has to go into this building to that a ruthless crime lord is running, who basically rents out rooms to other criminals and stuff for fees and stuff, and he has all hands in all kinds of different operations and stuff, and the SWAT team is vowing to go in there and go floor by floor until they catch this drug dealer and drag him out and arrest him, of course. So hence the title, The Raid Redemption. And I have to say, I heard a lot of people talk about this movie saying it was really, really good, and that that you would like. That's a movie that you really would enjoy. And I have to say, I really, really enjoyed this movie. From the shootouts, you have knife fights, you have machete fights, you have karate in there. It's just a really great action movie, just fantastic. Cops going in, SWAT team going to this building to catch this drug lord, and of course the drug lord is aware that they're coming for him and basically sends everybody after them, and it's basically their survival to get out of the building and grab this drug lord. Okay, and it's absolutely a fantastic movie. Like I said, you got karate, you got knife fights, you got machete fights, you got machine gun fights, just a little bit of everything. Nice violence in it. It's just absolutely a fantastic, nice action movie. Okay, and definitely worth seeing. And it has a couple of twists in the movie too, also, I must say. And some of the twists you can see coming. There was one twist I didn't see coming, but ultimately this movie, definitely one of the great action movies, definitely worth seeing. Okay, and this is an unrated edition, and I thought it was just a fantastic, like I said, nice, great violence, shootouts, knife fights, machete fights. I said it before, but definitely an action movie worth getting. I'm really glad I picked this up and watched this. It's definitely worth getting. And there's the back. You see that? Like I said, you have a lot of karate, which is always a good thing. Violence, and it moved. Like I said, the movie was nice and action-packed, and a lot of tension, and you're wondering who's going to survive, and just a really, really good movie. Definitely recommend this, The Raid Redemption. And also, again, This Is 40. I definitely recommend this. I know a lot of people, like I said, I didn't see it last year when it came out in the theater. I know it got really bad reviews, I think, but I liked it. I have to say, I enjoyed it. I thought, first of all, I thought that the Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann had nice couples chemistry, and of course, like I said, this is about them getting older and all their struggles. They're having financial issues, and the daughter's acting out, and the father's a moocher. The other father hasn't seen the daughter in years, trying to connect they have issues with their business, and it's basically like a slice of their life, basically. And I found it entertaining. It didn't bore me at all. Okay, like I said, the only negatives is, like I said, maybe it's a little too long, and like I said, maybe like they could have replaced Judd Apatow's daughter, to play the actress who played his teenage daughter with somebody else, but maybe that he wanted to get his whole family in there. Thought it would be better, but actually she doesn't ruin the movie for me, but she then does tend to overact. So, okay, but I definitely recommend you see it. It's definitely worth seeing. Okay, that and The Great Redemption, totally worth getting. Okay, so if you've seen any of these, let me know what you think. Feel free to leave your comments down below. This is Trepacer saying so long and take care, and I'm going to continue on to my reading of Excalibur, my favorite quotes. I've often thought, in the hereafter of our lives, when I owe no more to country, I owe no more to the future, when I can be just a man, that we may meet, and you'll come to me, and claim me as yours, and know that I'm your husband. This is a dream I have.